Hey guys, Chaz here from Pugliese Speed Shop, and this week we're going to talk about something that just makes me absolutely crazy. Here's your Tuesday morning tech tip. All right, yo. So if you guys been following the channel for a while, you know a couple things about my shop. Number one, first and foremost, there usually ain't no Fords in it. But we're gonna go past that for a minute. All right. I pride myself in having a clean workspace. Right. I'm kind of, well, I say a neat freak. Some people say OCD. I believe Megan's actually used the term anal retentive prick. So it is what it is, tomato, tomato. At the end of the day, I like stuff to be neat. Well, if you're looking in the background at all as I'm walking around the shop, there ain't nothing neat about it. I have just been throwing trash everywhere. And every time I go to clean something up, I just make a bigger mess. I'm going to flip you guys around, show you what I'm talking about. Because everybody says, you're being too hard on yourself. It's not really that bad. Check this out. All right, so as you walk into the shop, I always got the truck over here. It used to be the 65 that is actually, yeah, you see it there in the woods? Yeah, it's on the edge of the woods. We'll get to that. And you see the bed is all full of stuff. And that's fine. That's what that's for. Because it keeps the mess out of here. And don't take this the wrong way. This stuff isn't junk by any stretch, but got some grills thrown up over here. Got a fender that need to get to. Old gas tank. And that seats in the gas tank are out of that 65 that's borderline in the woods. This side's not so bad, right? Because we're getting closer to the door, I guess? I don't know. And is it because I'm just getting too much crap in here? That's possible. Because this guy definitely takes up a little real estate. And for some reason, I got a jack handle on the seat. Oh, here's a jack over here, which makes complete sense. That's a good place to store glass. I don't know what half the stuff is in here anymore, guys. Yeah, it's just not good. Wait, what was that? Oh, that's right. I forgot I got a giant Exxon sign back here. Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, I got a little Cadillac parts. Yeah, I don't know how this happens anymore, guys. I seriously don't. Spare motor that happens. Oh yeah. So I got some totes, and that's going to help me clean some things off of this completely useless workbench with all the stuff on it. And I didn't even get over here yet, huh? I don't. Where are the lights? I don't know. They used to be in here somewhere. Just I can't remember the last time I even used a weed whacker. Yeah, it's not great, guys. Not great at all. But hey, me and the kid did get that put back up there. Now, if I could just get it to stop leaking, that would be dope. It's creeping up on November. I still got a fan out here, so there's that. Well, just here's where it gets really good. For some reason, I have a turbo for a truck I don't have. A bunch of batteries that, yeah, maybe I should get rid of that one. What do you think? And, yeah. Bunch of FXR stuff that Kevin gave me, Evo stuff and whatnot. He needed his bin back, so now I'm working with this box. It might be past its capacity. Some wood. Giant saw. Another saw. Yeah. You see what's going on? I don't even know how all this happened. Hey, look at that. 37 ducks. Got a couple copies if anybody's interested. This stuff is making me crazy. And it's slowing down productivity. Especially back here. It's probably where I'll start. All right, so a lot of people think that because I'm an aircraft mechanic by trade, um, that that's where the whole clean workspace, tool control, all that stuff comes into. And that's true, like to a point, right? But it started way before that. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that my dad was a mechanic, um, amongst a few other jobs all over the years. But when I was a kid, he was a mechanic. He had a little shop for a while. He worked at other shops and stuff. And well, he was always tinkering with cars. Sometimes because he had to get to work in the morning, which is how I started and how most of us started. But then as you get older, it becomes a hobby, and it's. So he always had his toolbox, right? It was off to the side, like the Holy Grail. Like I was not supposed to go through it, but I did, right? So I didn't have tools. I was, I don't know, 8, 9 years old, something like that. And I would go and pull his tools out. I knew where most of them were and what they did, for the most part. Enough to take my brother's bike apart. Why would I take my bike apart, right? So, but yeah, so I would do that kind of. I always tinker on stuff, seeing how stuff worked, and it would always end the same way, with him losing his mind because I made a mess of his stuff, and really did I break stuff, but it was out of place. I mean, no matter what, you could be like, hey, you need a tool. He'd be like, oh, yeah, you need that? Okay, it's third box over, third drawer down, all the way to the right side. Pinpoint everything until I got involved. So we, it kind of was instilled in me, to make sure you know where stuff is, because when he put stuff away, he knew where it was and he didn't get aggravated looking for it. And I noticed the difference of him being aggravated looking for tools that I didn't put back in the right spot. And when he went right to where he knew it was and it was there, he wasn't aggravated. And usually the job didn't take as long. It turned out better. You know what I'm saying? And so I connected those dots, right? Then I grow up, I joined the Navy, and started working on aircraft, and they beat it into your head, right? And I was like, oh, this is easy. I already got this. Because by that point in the game, when I did use my dad's tools, I put them back where I found them. More mature-ish, right? Um, and I had some of my own tools that I was taking care of, and now I'm buying my own stuff. And you guys know that makes a difference, right? So, all through the Navy, we did that, and still now, same job, I'm QA, right? Quality assurance. That's what we got to do. I get it. Around here, it might not be as much quality, but what are you gonna do? So when I try to bring that here to the shop, because I know that if I can find stuff easily, I don't got to look for stuff. I'm not losing stuff. Very, very rarely do I lose stuff, and when I do, it makes me nuts. So keeping a clean shop is part of that. And I know I've talked about this on the channel before, and like I'd have a couple things askew, and I'd be able to find something, whatever. Guys, the wheels have come off of this thing. All right. Um, I was real good up till Sturgis, right? When we went to Sturgis, right before we left, I had a lot of things going on. I was trying to film a lot of things before we left, so the kid had content, and I'm packing for the trip. I'm doing maintenance on the bike. We got Joe's truck over here, and we do that fine tuning thing on it. That's when, I was doing pretty well. I had the Chevy in here. We got it going, right? I pushed it out, and it's been out ever since. And that does kind of upset me, I'll be honest. But, yeah, but then I had the Road Glide in here, and then the FXR, and then I think I brought the olds in. I just kind of bump, 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 bump. And now we got this guy, which, stay tuned. There'll be an episode coming up, and I think you're going to dig it. But that's besides the point. As you saw the little tour of the shop we took, there's stuff everywhere. There's stuff that I don't even know what I have it for. There's stuff for projects I probably don't even have. The back room is just atrocious, and it just goes on from there. That started out. That's where I threw everything, right? Kind of like you're a kid, you throw it in the closet, close the door. So that was kind of what that started out as. And then now it started to trickle on out. Well, now you guys see it's all over the shop. And it was trickling to the garage upstairs, up at the house, and I don't even know how that happened. But I got it all contained down here again. That's what I did. Got over the weekend. We just cleaned that out now. So now it's time to get work down here. Because guys, seriously, I can't get nothing done. As soon as I try to do something, I find myself all over the place cleaning stuff. I mean, more scatterbrained than usual, right? Just trying to clean this stuff up. So before I keep on rambling about what needs to be cleaned, I need to get to cleaning. So for this week's tech tip, clean up after yourself. Clean as you go, right? And you don't got to worry about doing this massive field day I'm about to do right now. Thanks for watching, guys.